What's up, guys? Just want to do a quick video on the lithium batteries. I did a video a while back and said I was going to do a review on them, run them, see how they did, you know, try them out, put them to the test. I had a single battery hooked up to all my accessories on the boat because I was having trouble with lead batteries doing good. So I run it for a little while. It did really good. It outperformed the lead battery by a long shot. It was amazing. I run all my accessories all day long. Aerator pump on live well, aerator pump on bait tank, lights, bilge pump, both depth finders, you know, everything, and it did great. I think it was at like, after one day, it was at like 85% still, 87. So what I done was I bought another one and I put it on a 24 volt system to my trolling motor to see how that was done, because I wasn't really having issues with my lead batteries on the trolling motor. You know, running it all day long, I still had 80% on both batteries on the trolling motor, which was really good. So I just went ahead and bought another one and put it in here just to see. Took it to Santee this past weekend in a tournament. We fished Thursday for about 4 hours, and it got kind of rough. The wind was blowing really hard. We was going into the wind. Hard wind coming at us. Waves were probably 1.5 foot. The trolling motor was working pretty hard. We got back to the bank. I didn't plug them up or charge them because they were still at like 85%. So I was like, I'm just gonna let it ride. Went out Friday and we fished probably from about 7:30, 8 o'clock to about 2:30 in the afternoon. Trolling motor run all day long, pulling drift socks with a little bit of wind to keep us straightened out, so it was pulling on a drag. And we run at about probably anywhere from 3 to 5 power on the trolling motor most of the day. So that was a significant amount of juice coming off those batteries. Got back to the bank and was still probably at 75% on the batteries. Didn't want to charge them because every time you charge them, that takes a cycle off of those lithiums. So what I done, I just left it alone and said we're good for the tournament. So went out Saturday, run them all day long, dragging. Sometimes we had to pull a drift sock if the wind wasn't quite right on the drag. If it was coming sideways, we just throw the drift sock out just to keep the boat kind of straight. Heading into the wind, we take the drift sock out. We run about probably 2.5, 3, sometimes 4 on power. We run from 7:15 in the morning to probably about 2:30 when we shut it down. Got it home, and I just come out here. It's Wednesday. I washed the boat when I got it home, got it all situated and cleaned up and everything from the tournament. Didn't charge the batteries, but I checked them. There's an app on my phone where I can check the batteries. You can check the batteries at any time. They're Bluetooth. You can check how much power they're using, how full they are, everything, the whole works. This is really great. Checked them when I got home today, when I got home from work, and they were still at 65% both batteries. So that was amazing. Love them. It was worth the money. It's they're pretty expensive. I mean, you looking at if you can find them on a deal. I got the second one for $750. The first one I paid about $830 for, but I got the second one on a deal. So I'm really happy with them. I think they're worth the money. I got the Ionics. I'm gonna go ahead and show you right here. You've probably seen it, but I got the Ionics, the blues. and the other one's under there. They're great batteries. I love them. The accessory battery, I put a lid back on my accessories, and it is a 135 amp hour battery, and we run the accessories. I had to constantly keep, well, I didn't ever check to see exactly how much it ended up using every day on it that we was out, but I kept having that same issue. I run this Lowrance with a voltage meter to keep an eye on it, and the voltage dropped down on tournament day, you know, running the live well pump and the bilge pump, because my live well drain feeds into the bottom of the boat through a hose right here. This is the fill hose, and I have another one that runs in there with it and goes to the back, and when I fill it up and circulate water, fresh water, it dumps into the back of the boat, and then I'll have to bilge it out. So I was running the bilge and both depth finders, and we did have a fish in the front live well. We had about a 15 pounder in there, and the live well that I have is right there. It'll hold 2 really good fish. It'll hold 3 fish if they're the right size, but it's just, you know, we had a 51 pounder, a 22 pounder in there. Instead of taking the risk of I just went in and put that 15 pounder in there, you know. But I've had a 63, a 40, and a 12 in that live well, but it was about maxed out. So, but yeah, I like the lithiums. The lead batteries just seems to, I don't know, it seems to fall off running both those depth finders and all the rest of the accessories and stuff on here. It gets down to about 9.5 volts as the day goes on, the end of the day. And once I get down to just under 9, if it breaks under 9, my depth finders start flashing, and this one will black out completely, and this one will just flicker real bad. So just trying to move away from lead. Lead's great for the starter battery, so, or if you're not running a lot of accessories, but I run a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update. I know I earlier on when I started the group, I was going to do a test on them. I've done my test. I'm pretty happy with it. So it was worth the money to me, instead of having the troubles and constantly having to charge batteries. Every day I come in, I have to constantly plug up my chargers and charge batteries. So 2.5 days of some pretty hard fishing and dragging with the trolling motor, and it was at 60, 67, 68% on both batteries, and I was amazed on that. So, but yeah, I just wanted to do a little video, give you all an update on the lithiums. If you're thinking about it, do it. It's worth it if you got the money. I just came home and did a trigger swap on my motor. I was having problems with my motor all weekend, and I did some reviews on the problems it was causing, what was going on. So I've changed it, basically everything on that motor. The only thing that I haven't done that's left to do to it is a carburetor rebuild, and I got a kit coming. It's on the way, so I'll be rebuilding the carburetors here very soon. Trigger swap took me about 10 minutes if you got the right tools. I know I had to pull that flywheel a couple of times, so it's really easy to do. I've changed everything. When I say everything, I mean I've changed absolutely everything on that motor. It's brand new, except for the internals, the actual combustion chamber. So, but yeah, all right guys, this is my boat though. Cleans up good, but I am fixing to upgrade. I think I'm in the process of looking at another boat a little bit bigger. So yeah, It's a good boat. I hate to get rid of it, but it's just not big enough. All right, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see y'all later.